Oh man. Well, here we go. Day one of our, I will say, winter cut. It is now kind of getting into winter. At the time of recording this, it is getting into winter time. We haven't had any freezing days, we've had some freezing nights. And the goal here is hopefully make multiple videos. If we get into it, maybe we do daily, maybe we don't. But at least reoccurring videos of kind of my progress to cutting down, getting into a leaner state. I would say a better shape, a healthier shape before my birthday in April. So we're going to call this like the birthday cut. It is roughly about 3.5 months, about what we can just say 4 months of time, which in theory, if you like follow the standard like 1% of your body weight, I weigh about 193 ish, 192. I've been watching my weight recently. I weigh in every day, but it bounces between like 191.5 to like 193, depending on what I'm eating and the salt and hydration, etc. Like on the more dehydrated days, or if I had like ran a long distance, I can weigh in on that lower 191 area. We'll say like 193, probably 192 to be safe is about where I'm sitting currently, which I'm generally happy with because earlier in the year, I weighed in the 208, 205 mark. I've definitely been working towards it, but I've been very inconsistent. I've had a lot of issues sticking to habits, sticking consistently to things, and just generally doing what I need to do to make myself feel better, to be happier, among other things. So this will be kind of my birthday cut, which will be also one of the first striking things in a large box of matches that I need to strike to generally, I think, be a better person, be happier, achieve what I want to achieve, and do what I need to do in my life. All of which I will talk on, maybe give tips on, give my opinion on as well. But related to it, we are targeting hopefully a goal of like that 160 to 170 range by, April. Really looking at, I think 165, I think 170 area is pretty like attainable, and I think I'd be pretty reasonably lean then. Of course, when time comes, I might have more weight on me than I think I do, and I might have more room to cut than I think I do, which I think could be reasonable. I would put myself at like the 28% to like 30% body fat. I might be less. I'm going to err on the side of higher than lower. Most people do the opposites and tend to go lower than they are higher. I also, I think, suffer from some form of at least minor body dysmorphia. So I think I'm going to lean towards that other side, just in the side of caution more than anything else. I think going the opposite side might just try to boost an ego that maybe I have more muscle mass on me than I think I do. Maybe. Hard to say. But if we're looking at, like, I say, a 192 body weight, and we can drop, I don't know, 1 to 2 pounds. 2 pounds, I think, is probably pretty reasonably. I could do that for at least a good while before tapering that weight loss down. I think 2 pounds a week for about 4 weeks in the month for 4 months. So that is what, 8 pounds a month for 4 months. That's what, 32 pounds. 32 pounds from now would put me at, well, 160 pretty much on the dot. So if we want to say set some goals, some ABC goals, I'm kind of a fan of that idea. Set like an A goal, a B goal, and like a C goal. I learned this when I started running, and some other people kind of presented this idea that you set a primary goal and A goal. So in running, this could apply to, say, you're running a 5K and you're getting into it. Maybe your A goal is like a 25-minute 5K. Your B goal would be like a 27 or 28-minute 5K, and then your C goal would be like 30 minutes, right? So you have tapering goals to, hey, this is the best This is pretty good, and I'm happy with this goal. And anything above that, of course, is better, right? So I could say my A goal would be, yes, I'm going to hit that 160 mark. And of course, anything below that would also be just above that, and if not, maybe slightly concerning, because that would be a more rapid weight loss. My B goal, I would be, I think, reasonably happy to hit the, if I say, I'd be happy to be at the 160 like 8 mark, 165 to 168. That does give a rough month or so of error. I don't want to go more than that, but my C goal would be about 175. And I think even at 175, I think at 180, 175, I would be noticeably more lean to an extent to where I feel even better. Even on my belt now, I think I would be at a point where my belt would be on its last loop, if not beyond that point by then. Of course, weight loss does not happen in just one spot. It does happen across every one of your body, so I've got to keep that in mind. But this will be the day one, kind of the, I'll say the official starting point. I've been on and off. I will be probably pretty adamant on what I do during this period. I do, of course, want to experiment with things, different diets, test things, and give my opinion, at least record my progress and process as I do those as well over time. But we'll mark this as the day one of the birthday cut. Whether or not that name sticks, I couldn't tell you right now, but we'll find out probably here soon enough, right? And even then, like leaning back now is comfortable in this chair, but it's probably not complimenting to the video. Other things unrelated to that, we'll be kind of making some more videos. I'm working through some mental battles, both bad and known, in the sense of judgment that I worry about my own self, telling myself people care and I'm going to be judged or be like attacked if I post something. So battling this internal battle, and I've got to just post. I've got to just do it, get back into the rhythm of it. I've done this in the past. I've made videos in the past. I've done things. I've let life stop me, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to document everything, my thoughts, my process, my life. I think I can provide value, and I hopefully help or motivate people in the process of doing so. So today will mark the start of the birthday cut, and we'll see in about 4 months' time, how lean I can really end up getting. I've got some lifting experience. I lifted, back in college. I took a couple years break. COVID hit, right? Got really lazy in that period, put on a lot more weight. Not good. And I worked out post that for about a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 at the most. And put on some muscle then. I got pretty inconsistent when I moved into a house and have let that kind of dictate my life some more. So then I sat in a bad spot. And now I'm kind of circling back. So I've been in this kind of yo-yo process. I lost a bunch of weight starting. I gained back a lot of that weight. That could be due to poor timing with COVID or just my inconsistency or bad diet practices. It could be a culmination of the three. There's so many things that could be the root cause of it, but I think it's probably a combination of the three of those, and just a general age issue as well, and life changing, because I was in a couple of transitionary periods in my life, such as graduating college and getting a real job, along with moving to a different town, etc. There's a lot of factors that play into that, and beyond my rambling, that is yeah, I kind of rambled there, but we're going to just leave that in. We're going to mark it here. Hopefully see how things go. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where I'll end up and to see what challenges I face in the process of it. We are getting into the week of like Christmas, so there are going to be very, very obvious challenges. But if you were doing a challenge, doing something like that. If you have goals for yourself, however you want to look at it, let me know down below, and I will catch you in the next one.